Howdy chaps and welcome back, long time no see. So, I have been busy. Blind Freddy could have told you that. So, Christmas, New Year's, just the workshop, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, I'm back. I'm starting to do videos again. I took a bit of time off after I came back from Cairns. I decided no, I am not going to be working at all until next year. It is now next year. I now need to gear up and get back into actually paid work, which is what this is, and I will run you through it right now. So first cab off the rank is actually this workshop. So this is my new premises. It is about 100 square meters. I did manage to, I'm renting it obviously, but the previous tenant had a hoist and he said, "You want to buy it, 1,500 bucks?" And I said, yeah. So got that, just had an electrician service it and recertify it. So that it is, because I looked at it and went, yeah, how about we have someone professional give it the clean bill of health. So we had that done, money well spent. This whole shed did not look like this when I got it. Also, air conditioning. It is evaporative and it works amazing. So some of the other states and territories of Australia probably don't have evaporative, but here in South Australia we have a very dry climate where evaporative works beautifully. And I can tell you right now, considering that it was 42 degrees today or something like that, and it's currently 30 something outside, it is awesome in here right now. So this shed was disgusting. As you can see, I am still in the process of cleaning it up, which is actually why I haven't done any videos, because it's not ready yet. But the content I have is too good not to share. So all of the walls in this joint were like a poo brown colour. You can just see it up there where I haven't quite got. They were like a disgusting. I walked in and this whole joint was so dark and dingy. And I was like, we have to fix that. So I went, Dad had a whole bunch of house paint left over from, 30 years of doing touch-ups. So the walls are different colours of white, but you know what? The price was free, so I took it. So there's 2 coats on every wall except down here where it's going to be blue. So, and no joking, this place got at least 50% brighter by painting the walls white, because you can suddenly see the white reflects on the ceiling, the white reflects on the floor, because now the floor is nice. It had just white walls. It turned a whole dark dingy shed into a nice place to be, and I haven't finished yet. I had to start putting wall art up because, well, I have a sense of humour and I always wanted this place to be, this shed, this time around, it's another go at my business. This time it's got to be a nice, fun, light-hearted place to be. I don't want to go and be miserable at work. I want to come in and go, hey, there's bright colours on the walls, there's cool art, there's going to be like a lounge area here. I've worked out tonight it can't be as big as I wanted it to be. I'm going to have some tools and equipment over there, and then not have heaps and heaps of cars taken on. I'm going to have 2 cars that are not mine, that are customer cars. That's it. No more. Probably preferably 1 car. I don't want to take on more work than I could ever jump over. I'm only one bloke and I still want to get my stuff done. So there is another car that's a customer car that hasn't come in yet because I haven't finished yet and I haven't got my rust repair tools yet. But he's lined up, and this one was sort of kind of had to jump on it while we had the opportunity, so it sort of snuck in. But this one doesn't have a time frame, and really neither the other one might do, but like this doesn't have to be done in 5 minutes, and I can assure you it won't be. So yeah, I've focused on spending some money on the painting, the reef paint, the floor, which was really disgusting. I redid the walls. I actually bought the blue, which looks great. That whole back wall was done with 2 coats of blue and everything. I bought the shelving units, bought one over there tonight, and after having this car on the hoist I worked out my idea of having them run the whole wall is not going to happen. I've bought plastic tubs that I want to have on the shelves so that when I take parts off cars, the parts actually go into tubs and then onto the shelf, so it's all clean and everything's labelled so nothing gets lost. I've scored a whole bunch of free floating floorboards which are going to go over across there. I'm going to get more of those rubber floors over there because that's going to be the corner. So there'll be a couch, a fridge, maybe some display cabinets. I got some tank parts from a very good friend of mine because I haven't given up on tanks. It's just not a priority in my life anymore. So that's a stowage bin off an M3 Lee, which is going to be the side table to my couch. This is the drive sprocket off a M3 Stewart, which is going to be on the wall somewhere, just as wall art. This is a damaged, or someone had a funny idea and stopped halfway through, but it's a drive hub. Well, this two of these would go on this, and then this is your drive sprocket off a Stewart. So that's going to be my coffee table when I get a piece of glass cut. That was just laying on the ground. It's a flathead Ford V8 cylinder head, and I think that looks cool, and it'll be on the wall. So this is a bit of art. I've got a flag. I've got a couple more flags actually. I just put that one up tonight, and it looks awesome. So we're going to have some flags on the walls. It's going to be blue. Floating floors. They're not great and they're not good colour, but they were right price. So it's all just, let's make this place a nice place to be. And now we'll look at this. Now, brown cow. What we have here, ladies and gentle beards, it's probably the main reason you clicked on the video, is, and we've looked into it now, this was on Marketplace for ages. Well, not ages, but it was very well shared around. So this was in Victoria. Me and my mate Craig, we did a cross-border raid to go get it, and this is his now, not mine. I've got enough cars. So this was on the Marketplace. Now, we looked into this. Matching numbers. So its original engine is in there, and it runs perfectly. This is a factory 351 manual 9-inch car with a black interior XC GXL. And as you can tell, it's bloody immaculate. Console lid's not broken. We had this on, obviously on the hoist now. I had it up. There is so many factory paint markings on the mechanicals. It's so original, it's not even funny. Like, nobody's replaced. That's just the door popper rubbing on the door trim for 40 years. They have put new carpet in it, and the bloke who had it, apparently it was an old guy's car, and then a mechanic bought it, and he did a ton of work. Got a new exhaust and new brake lines, new suspension. Someone spent a packet on it. And then apparently he was reversing it, and a truck cleaned him up, was doing something, and just clipped the corner of the back of the car and pretty well nearly totaled it. Like, this car is very badly bent, by the way. It's very fixable because I know a guy. But we're going to do a lot of replacing of pieces. This thing is that chassis rail has a light bend in it. Light bend, it's not that bad. This one is stuffed. It goes down and then back up. This chassis rail I'll be replacing. Petrol tank survived. This is a better than new old stock taillight panel. So somebody had already started doing things to it, but I'm sorry, but you need to put more welds than that on it. And the rear bumper bar had 2 bolts holding it on when they're supposed to have 6. And there's a couple of there's a few things that were lazy, and it actually saved a lot of the car because the rear bar wasn't fully bolted on. It kind of didn't pull the car across as hard as it could have because this wasn't welded on properly. I mean, it was welded on, but it wasn't anywhere near done enough. Basically broke free and stayed where it was, and this took off. So thanks to I mean, it was probably okay, but it wasn't enough. So it kind of being a bit slack has actually saved the car. We're going to get this back window out soon, but this has gone down. So they've already done rust repairs in here. So all of this is shoved down. Luckily though, the actual shell of the car from like here forward is perfect. And actually, despite how that looks, the diff hasn't moved an inch. This car is still very, very square, and it's from here forward, it's bloody perfect and dead square, and actually you drive straight. But one of the downsides with this car is it was reversing when it got hit, and it smashed the reverse in the gearbox to pieces. There, you can't go backwards. It's the reverse gear in the gearbox is missing most of its teeth. So you can crawl for a second and it goes. It just, the gearbox is cactus. Got one of the downsides of this thing. So it drives forwards but not backwards. But the tail shaft's straight, the exhaust is perfect. Everything on this car is immaculate, aside from paint and bodywork. But it is, and the vinyl roof is original and in great condition. Obviously peeling a bit there, we'll fix that. Go away, moth. Look at how good the door trims are. Perfect. Also, look, just like Falcon Coupes, GXLs have stubby short window winder handles in the back because they have to clear that belt buckle. Useless trivia you may never need to know. So all of this is perfect. There's no rut, like the doors are bogged up and had lots of old school repairs in them, but the shell of this car is clean as a whistle. Look at the, I don't know if you can see it from here, but the crash pad. You see any cracks in that? None. Steering wheel doesn't, like, one thing those GXL wheels do, they get loose and you can rotate them. Perfect on that car. Also, the build sheets in this car. So, I said to my mate, and it's also factory non-air conditioning, which is very, very bizarre for a GXL, because usually they were, most of the GXLs I've experienced in my time had aircon. They were 302s, they were autos, and they were Borg Warner limited slips. This car is T-code 351, 4-speed, 9-inch. Somebody ordered this car in this combination. This was not a roll into Ford, buy it off the lot. Somebody ordered this car in a strange combination and ordered it without aircon. So, and black interior, black roof. And what did my mate say? This is, the colour is satin something. No, I don't know, I can't remember. But we're going to redo this car in its original colour. It's obviously darker than this. So, bonnet's perfectly rust free. Not a dent in it. Well, there's a dent in it, but it's just an immaculate car. Still got its original wheels, wheel nuts, centre caps. There's no, the body of this car has no rust. The hanging panels could be better. But all in all, she's a survivor and she's going to live again. But I had to show you guys what I've been up to. I haven't been gone. I just got a bit busy with the shed, that's all. I hope you like it. It's a bit of a catch-up. It's a bit of a scrambled mess. I love that so much. But I'll finish off painting the walls. I'll do my blue. I'll continue getting a few more of these rubber mats, which are awesome, because if you're going to stand somewhere in a shed for a while, they save your feet. So I think they were $25 each, so that's 4, there's $100. So I think another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another $100 something worth. We'll have this area with all rubber, and then I'll do floating floors to here, clean it off, and then set up a bit of a chill out area. There's going to be a TV on the wall here, a couple of flags. I hate myself because I didn't actually put that in the middle of the wall. I meant to, but I was standing on a chair that I didn't feel comfortable on. Anyway, I'll just put something there and you won't care. But there's my new workshop. It's not finished yet, but I thought it was time to share it. So, hope you enjoy this video. I'll see you soon, chaps.